We mentioned previously that there are many types of ibadah that stem from the heart, and focusing and understanding how to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with our hearts is of the utmost importance. So just as we understand the importance of having hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what should we also focus on is having fear, that we have this sound balance with hope and fear. And some of the ulama that they have explained this, that having the correct balance of hope and fear are just like two wings of a bird, that they work together in tandem to ensure that the believer, they stay afloat. If there is more than one than the other, that could lead them to fall off the path. For this reason, having the correct amount of hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah Jalla wa Ala will accept your deeds, that He will keep you guided, and at the same time you have a fear that you don't become arrogant, that there is a rejection of your deeds. Having these two in balance ensure that you are constantly working and engaging with your worship. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbids us to fear the creation in matters which they have no right to be feared. That we should have fear and awe, al-khawfu wal-khashya, only in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These two very important acts of ibadah which are in our hearts. And at the same time, what guides us is the ultimate love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is the head of that particular bird, guiding us towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There may be occasions when you need to have more hope, when that person maybe has or is in a state of loss. They should be reminded, maybe close to death, to have more hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that individual who has become deceived by their success, if you like, they need to have more fear instilled into them so that they can reclaim that balance and worship Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala in the correct way. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have that correct balance, ameen, the correct balance of hope and fear, and worship Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala in a way that He is pleased with and that He will accept from us all, ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.